Welcome to our YouTube channel Dream Dynamic.
Imagine if the true path to reaching your goals didn't depend on what you own or even how much you know, but on the way you live each day. Self-discipline, when seen through the lens of Stoic philosophy, becomes far more than sheer willpower or habit. It's a way of living that cultivates freedom, resilience, and a deep sense of purpose. For the Stoics, like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, discipline was more than a tool. It was a foundation for mastering emotions, aligning actions with values, and thriving in a world full of uncertainties. In this journey, we'll uncover how core Stoic principles can deepen self-discipline, helping you develop clarity and stability, so you can focus on what truly matters. You'll learn how to build the habits that lead to lasting change, the mindset that helps you overcome setbacks, and the discipline to make choices that reflect your values, even when life feels chaotic. If you're ready to step into a more intentional, purpose-driven life, join us as we explore how Stoic discipline can reshape your everyday actions, empowering you to build the life you aspire to lead, one step at a time. And if this approach resonates with you, consider subscribing to stay connected to more insights on living with intention, purpose, and wisdom. Number 1. Self-awareness, the true foundation of discipline. Self-awareness goes beyond simply knowing your likes and dislikes. It's about cultivating a deep, honest understanding of your inner world. True self-discipline begins here. Instead of merely controlling behavior, it's about aligning your action with your core values, helping you to live with greater clarity, intention, and resilience. Imagine yourself as the gardener of your own mind. Each day, you tend to your thoughts, emotions, and reactions with care and curiosity. Why do some situations make you feel anxious or impatient? Why do certain people's words affect you more than others? By paying attention to these emotional patterns, you can uncover the root causes of your impulses and reactions. With this awareness, you'll find it easier to redirect your energy toward goals that matter to you, and to create responses that reflect who you want to be. To cultivate this self-awareness, try building a daily reflection habit. Journaling can be a powerful tool. At the end of each day, take a few moments to jot down observations about your actions, reactions, and emotional triggers. Did a particular conversation make you feel irritated? Was there a task that filled you with energy? Were there moments when you felt focused or, conversely, easily distracted? Over time, your journal will reveal patterns that guide you toward productive actions and alert you to situations or habits that might be undermining your focus and goals. Meditation can also enhance self-awareness. Spending just a few minutes each day in stillness allows you to observe your thoughts without immediately reacting to them. Sit quietly, breathe, and notice what arises. Observe the thoughts and emotions that surface without judgment, almost as if you're watching clouds pass by. This exercise builds mental clarity, giving you the space to choose your responses, rather than being ruled by automatic reactions. As you practice self-awareness, approach yourself with compassion and curiosity, not judgment. Think of yourself as a lifelong learner, eager to understand and grow. Over time, you'll naturally align your actions with your values, allowing discipline to flow from this grounded understanding. With self-awareness, discipline transforms from mere control into a purposeful, empowering practice. One that helps you remain resilient, focused, and true to yourself, even when life's challenges arise. This process of knowing yourself deeply is a journey that will enrich your life and strengthen your discipline from the inside out, helping you live with integrity and clarity, one day at a time. Number 2. Starting small. Building discipline in manageable steps. When it comes to reaching big goals, the excitement is real, but so is the feeling of being overwhelmed. Often, the larger the goal, the more daunting the journey can seem. This is why building discipline through small, manageable steps is key. Progress isn't about taking giant leaps. It's about steady, intentional actions that compound over time. Take a moment to think about any big goal you've set for yourself. Maybe it's improving your fitness, learning a new skill, or accomplishing something creative. Rather than jumping in with an ambitious plan that's bound to exhaust you, consider starting with something small. For example, if you want to improve your fitness but haven't been active in a while, don't start by committing to an intense workout routine. Begin with something simple and achievable, like jogging for 5 minutes each day. This isn't about lowering your standards. It's about respecting the process and setting yourself up for success. Starting small gives you the space to build confidence, develop consistency, and experience a sense of accomplishment. Each small victory, whether it's running an extra minute or learning a few new words, helps you reinforce your commitment to your goal. And as you continue to make progress, gradually increase your efforts, building on the momentum that you've created. Over time, these small steps won't feel so small anymore. They'll have transformed into lasting habits that align with your bigger vision. This principle works beyond physical goals. If you want to read more books, instead of forcing yourself to finish a book every week, start with reading just a few pages a day. Want to learn a new language? Begin by practicing for just 5 minutes. By starting small, you're not only building consistency, but you're also creating a habit that feels enjoyable rather than overwhelming. The beauty of this approach is that it focuses on consistent, incremental progress. Great things are never achieved in a single moment. Instead, they are built through small, thoughtful efforts every day. These daily actions compound over time, much like compound interest in a bank account. You might not see immediate results, but as you continue to put in the effort, you'll notice how far you've come. By the end of the year, those small, consistent actions will have added up to something far greater than you imagined. Whether it's reading more, improving your health, or reaching a long-term goal. The key is that you've built discipline, step by step, in a way that feels natural and sustainable, instead of forcing change all at once. It's a discipline that aligns with your potential, nurtures growth, and keeps you motivated to keep moving forward. Number 3. Embracing delayed gratification, prioritizing long-term rewards. In a world where instant rewards are just a click away, the idea of delayed gratification might seem old-fashioned. But the truth is, it's one of the most powerful practices for building lasting success and fulfillment. Delayed gratification is the ability to resist immediate temptations in favor of achieving something more meaningful down the road. It's the art of planting a seed today, nurturing it, and patiently watching it grow into something far greater. Tomorrow, think of delayed gratification as the cornerstone of long-term success. It's about realizing that the things that truly matter, whether it's financial security, career advancement, or personal well-being, often require us to say no to immediate pleasures. In a world that thrives on quick fixes and instant satisfaction, this practice can feel like a countercultural act. But what if the ability to delay satisfaction is exactly what makes success achievable? Imagine sacrificing daily luxuries, like skipping that daily coffee or canceling unnecessary subscription in order to save money for something bigger. Maybe a down payment for a home, an investment in your education, or a long-awaited vacation. Every time you choose the bigger picture over instant gratification, you're strengthening your self-discipline and reinforcing your focus on what truly matters. The beauty of delayed gratification lies in understanding that the things we often crave in the moment, like quick indulgences or distractions, are often fleeting and don't bring lasting fulfillment. Instead, when you choose to put in the work now, whether that's saving money, studying for an important exam, or putting in the effort at the gym, you're making a choice that aligns with your long-term goals. To embrace delayed gratification, try visualizing the future you're working toward. Picture yourself having the financial freedom, the healthier body, or the successful career you've dreamed of. The sacrifices you make today, whether it's resisting a temptation or taking the harder, more disciplined route, are all steps toward that future. Visualization helps make the process meaningful. It's not about restricting yourself for the sake of restriction, but rather about redirecting your focus to something far more rewarding in the long run. Every choice you make in favor of your future self adds to a foundation of pride and accomplishment that will sustain you. By embracing delayed gratification, you're not just putting off immediate pleasure. You're aligning your actions with your bigger aspirations, building the discipline to stay the course, and creating a life that reflects your deepest values. 4. Accepting discomfort. Building resilience through endurance. Life is filled with challenges that are beyond our control. Whether it's the physical discomfort of an early morning workout, the emotional discomfort of confronting a difficult conversation, or the mental discomfort of pushing past obstacles. But one of the most powerful ways to grow is by learning to embrace discomfort rather than avoid it. Discomfort, while often unpleasant, is a natural part of life, and it holds the key to building resilience and strengthening your discipline. We often think of discomfort as something to avoid at all costs. But what if the discomfort we fear is actually an opportunity to grow stronger? Imagine each uncomfortable moment as a test. One that reveals your limits and gives you the chance to stretch them. The more you expose yourself to these challenges, the more resilient you become. Start small, seek out manageable discomforts, and gradually build your tolerance. For example, you might start with something as simple as taking a cold shower to build physical endurance, or waking up 30 minutes earlier than usual to increase your productivity. Mentally, you could practice tackling tasks that you've been avoiding, or engage in difficult conversations that challenge your social comfort zone. By intentionally stepping into discomfort, you gradually train yourself to handle the discomforts that life throws your way. It's important to note that Embracing discomfort doesn't mean seeking out pain or stress. It means accepting that life will inevitably bring moments of difficulty and using those moments as opportunities to develop your inner strength. The key is not to let discomfort control you. Instead, take control of how you respond to it. Each time you face discomfort head-on, you build resilience, patience, and confidence. You learn that you can endure more than you thought possible. You become less reactive and more in control, which allows you to navigate life's challenges with greater ease. Over time, these small steps of endurance compound into significant personal growth, making you stronger and more capable of handling whatever comes your way. Discomfort is not your enemy. It's a valuable teacher. It reveals to you your true potential and helps you grow into a more resilient version of yourself. As you continue to face challenges and push past them, you'll find that your discipline grows, and with it, your ability to navigate life with strength, calm, and confidence. Number 5. Practicing self-control. Finding freedom through restraint. True freedom isn't about the ability to do whatever we want, whenever we want. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Real freedom comes from mastering our impulses and desires so they no longer control us. It's the ability to make thoughtful, intentional choices that align with our long-term goals, rather than giving in to the fleeting satisfaction of instant desires. Think about it. How many times have you acted on impulse only to feel regret afterward? Whether it's indulging in junk food when you know it's not good for you, spending money on something unnecessary, or making hasty decisions in relationships, those quick fixes often come with long-term consequences. This is where self-control steps in, not as a form of punishment, but as a tool for empowerment. By practicing self-control, you regain control over your choices, ensuring that they align with your deeper values and goals. It's about pausing and reflecting before reacting. In those moments when desire arises, you have the power to choose. Will this decision bring you closer to the life you want, or will it lead you down a path of regret? When you make decisions based on clarity, reason, and your long-term vision, you unlock a sense of freedom that can't be found in temporary indulgence. One way to build self-control is by creating clear boundaries for yourself. For example, limit your exposure to triggers, whether it's social media, unhealthy food, or even negative people. Set clear rules for your time, such as designating certain hours for work and others for rest. Rituals and routines serve as anchors that keep you grounded, reducing the temptation to act impulsively. Another powerful strategy is to cultivate mindfulness in your thoughts. When an urge arises, pause and ask yourself, does this align with my bigger goals? Is this decision a reflection of who I want to be? This simple pause allows you to move beyond immediate impulses and choose with intention. Over time, as you practice this, you'll find that it's not about restricting yourself. It's about creating the space to focus on what truly matters. True freedom comes when you're no longer a slave to your desires. You begin to see that restraint is not a limitation, but a form of liberation. As you grow in self-control, your confidence and sense of peace deepen. You feel empowered because you know that your decisions are aligned with your highest purpose. Self-control is not about deprivation. It's about choosing what's best for you. It's the freedom to say no to short-term pleasures, so that you can say yes to a life that's truly meaningful. Through this practice, you'll find not just discipline, but a deeper, more enduring sense of inner freedom. Number 6. Practicing gratitude. Cultivating a positive mindset. At first glance, gratitude might not seem like a key component of discipline. However, it's an essential practice, a foundational mindset that fuels everything we do. By focusing on what you already have, rather than always chasing what's next, you free yourself from constant dissatisfaction and unnecessary desires that often lead to impulsive behavior. Imagine waking up each day with a sense of appreciation, not just for the big things, but for the little things too. The warmth of your bed, the comfort of a morning coffee, the love of friends and family. These simple things are easy to overlook, but when you pause and acknowledge what happens, something powerful happens. Gratitude shifts your perspective, helping you see abundance instead of scarcity. When you practice gratitude, it helps you cultivate the clarity needed to stay disciplined. It keeps your mind focused on what truly matters, away from the distractions of endless desire and comparison. Gratitude grounds you in the present moment, creating space for you to make gratitude a daily practice. Begin by setting aside a few moments each morning or evening to reflect on 3 things you're thankful for. This isn't just about making a list. It's about feeling gratitude deeply for each item, whether it's the support of a loved one, your health, or simply the opportunity to pursue your goals. Take time to truly feel appreciation. Over time, you'll notice that your mindset shifts. Gratitude will become a natural part of your day, and soon you'll find that you're noticing things to be thankful for all around you. The smile of a stranger, the warmth of sunlight, the satisfaction of small victories. This practice doesn't just boost your mood, it strengthens your discipline. A grateful mind is less distracted by fleeting wants, more attuned to long-term goals. It reminds you that life is full of gifts, big and small, and helps you stay focused on the bigger picture. When you feel content with what you have, you're less likely to give in to the pull of impulsive behaviors that don't align with your true values. Gratitude is a subtle yet profound form of discipline. It builds resilience by teaching you to find strength in the present moment. The more you practice it, the more you'll see that by appreciating what you have, you create the mental space to pursue what you truly desire without feeling overwhelmed or deprived in a world that often pushes us to seek more. Gratitude teaches us that we already have enough. It helps you find peace, clarity, and focus, empowering you to live with intention and discipline. Number 7. Embracing impermanence. Finding peace through letting go. Life is an ever-changing journey, and nothing stays the same. From the people we love, to the possessions we value, to the very moments we cherish. All things are temporary, but far from being a source of anxiety. This truth can offer us freedom and peace. When we accept that nothing is permanent, we can let go of the need to hold on tightly to what we have and learn to live more fully in the present. Imagine you were told that today could be your last day. How would that affect your choices, your words, or the way you spend your time? This awareness of impermanence isn't about gloom or resignation. It's about being fully engaged in the moment, appreciating the now while knowing that everything is in constant flux. Life becomes richer when we stop clinging to it, instead embracing the flow of change with open arms. Letting go isn't about losing or giving up. It's about shifting our focus. We start to enjoy things without attaching ourselves to them. Whether it's a material possession or a relationship, we learn to appreciate them for what they are, not for what we fear losing. This mindset allows us to remain calm and centered, even when life's unpredictable nature brings challenges or change. One simple practice that can help cultivate this perspective is to visualize what life would be like without something or someone important to you. This isn't about dwelling on loss or creating fear. Rather, it's about grounding yourself in gratitude, appreciating what you have without over-attachment. It's like taking a deep breath and realizing how fortunate you are to have things the way they are right now. When we embrace impermanence, we open ourselves up to a life of fluidity and adaptability. We become less anxious about the future and more focused on the present. We recognize that all things, whether joy or hardship, are temporary, and thus we are free to respond with balance and resilience. This doesn't mean we stop caring or stop striving for the things we value. It simply means we hold them loosely, knowing that clinging to them too tightly can bring stress and disappointment. By accepting the ebb and flow of life, we gain peace in the face of uncertainty. We start living with intention, not out of fear of loss, but from a deep understanding that change is part of the natural order. So, the next time you're faced with a change, a loss, or an unexpected shift, take a moment to pause and remember that it's just a part of the larger flow of life. Embrace the beauty in the impermanence and find peace in knowing that life is continuously unfolding, constantly offering new opportunities, growth, and moments of connection. Thank you for watching, and if you found these principles helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear which principle resonated most with you and how you plan to apply it in your own life. Until next time, keep embracing growth and living intentionally.